is Rachel and today I'm back with another video. It's the one that I know some of you have been waiting for. We're going to set up my half-year Stalogy. So if you're new to my channel, I have been using a full-year Stalogy since December of last year, and this is how she has turned out. Now obviously as I'm filming this, we are just coming to the end of August. So if you're watching this later on, you'll be able to figure out that I have got, what's that? I've got 9 months in it. I started it in December and I'm finishing out in August. And I'm going to have maybe 4 or 5 pages left, which I'll just use for random lists at some point. But yeah, you can see that she has got quite chunky. So this is a half year. Now obviously a full year would be double that. But you can see how we ended up there. So the reason why I've gone for a half-year Stalogy this time is because I want to start 2022 in a brand new year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the next 4 months in here. If I got 9 months in there, I should definitely be able to get 4 months in here. Hopefully, this is what we're hoping for. And then whatever pages I've got left at the end, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm going to start my brand new one in January in a full year. So the half-year Stalogy. This is the first time that I've ever used one of these. I purchased mine from Plans. For some reason, the half years, I think the same thing that happened to me happened to everybody, and the half years seem to be out of stock everywhere. I purchased my other Stalogy from Amazon, and I also purchased the Stalogy that I used for the giveaway a while ago from from Amazon as well. But when I looked this time, there just were no half years or full years anywhere for a while there. So I don't know what was going on, but I managed to get hold of one. So the layout is the same. We've just got these horrible, dirty, grey looking pages in the beginning. We have got this annoying page at the front where the first page sticks to that. Now I know that some people stick it down, but I don't like it when you get the bubbles. In fact, it's actually happened in my journal. Oh, I need to cover. Yeah, it's happened in here. I can show you exactly what I mean. Let me just cover that page there. Can you see the bubbles here? It did exactly the same thing. There was a page here, this page, and then this page was not attached to it, but it was that flappy thing that sort of half stuck. Why do they do that? Why? We don't like that. But anyway, yeah. So I'm not going to stick it down though in this one because of the bubbling situation. I will probably just put something on it for decoration, maybe put a tip in and just never look at it again is what I'll probably do with that. The pages are the same. We have got the square grid, and then right up at the top there, which I think you're going to struggle to see, is some tiny, tiny days of the week, months of the year, and some dates. We don't use those. We always cover them up with washi, but I'll just show you. It's exactly the same as what is in... oh, that's my current week. Hang on. Oh, I'm going to have to blur that out. That was my bills. It's exactly the same. Exactly the same layout. So another thing that I haven't done this time is I have not stuck post-it notes on for what I want to be where, because when I did that, when I very first set this one up, if you want to watch that video is still on my channel. When I did that, it left a residue. There were only post-it notes, just normal post-it notes, you know, from the brand Post-it. How many times can you say Post-it, right? And they left a residue on the pages and it lasted for ages, and when I was getting to those pages I was having to sort of do this and I can't be bothered with that. So the cover that I've pulled out at the moment, now then, this could change. I do have a couple other covers. I've got this one and I've got the pink Motem and I've still got my black Motem. These are all snap clasps, you know, and when the book, for instance, this book has got so chunky it will not close in one of these, hence the elastic. But while this one is new, it's going to be able to go in one that's got a snap closure. So for the moment, I've pulled this one out. This is just a Simply Gilded B6TN. I think it came in some kind of box at some point. If I open it the right way around, that might help. So yeah, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to feed it through the strings. That's what I will do with that one if I do still decide to use that one. Next, what can I show you? I have a big box here of things that I've just been putting in here. Things that I'm going to use for the setup. Some of the printables in here are for my monthly setup. I'm not going to do my September monthly setup in this video. I'll just do a normal September setup like I normally would in a separate video, or this video is going to end up being too long, but I'll let you know the things that I've pulled out. So I've got my little, these are the Happy Scrappy envelopes when she was doing the sub boxes, and I always keep them and just use them for storage. I've got a ton of journaling cards in here. I think you'll recognise a couple. That was what was in my cover last time. I have a ton of these. I think that's been in my cover before. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use. Maybe, who knows. I've pulled out some card as well. I might use these in my cover. This is also Happy Scrappy paper, as is this one. Then I have got my cover on cover, which is from Lauren Phelps Designs. Now you can see, I hope that you can see that this is sort of buckled in at the edge, and that is because I was feeding the strings through the outside of, so in between this and the cover, and it was buckling them a little bit. But I'm not going to do that this time. I am going to put the strings inside of my Stalogy, actually inside of the paper. And I have had this flat underneath something for a couple of days. So that's not as bad as it was. I've got a little pouch that was from Michael's, and I've just tucked in some vinyls and little stickers that I just wanted to keep a hold of. In fact, let's put that to the side and we'll have a look at that last when I can move the box out the way. I've got a sticky pocket, which is from the Grumpy Tortoise. I've pulled out some washi because I'm going to do a washi dashboard at the beginning. So I've got all of these, which are just my favourite sort of galaxy ones. I put these to the side in this box, and then I ended up deciding that I was going to make a journal, and I actually ended up using the same washi in here. I've done it a bit differently though. I've sort of just ripped it and stuck it down on here, but I'm going to do the whole washi dashboard that way in this. And for a minute there I thought, why did I use the same washi? I'm going to have it in both. But actually, it's my favourite washi and it's my books, and I can do what I want. So that's what I'm doing. This is a journaling card that came with a recent order from Lauren Phelps Designs. What's on the back of there? Just a thing about tagging. That feels really vinyl. That's really weird. Right, now my printables. Something has changed with these. So in my other book I was using just normal paper. It's the Navigator paper, which I believe a lot of people buy from Amazon, and it's really good quality. Let me just zoom you back out a smidgeroony. Yeah, it's really good quality, but it's quite thick, and I used to enjoy using that when I was in rings because the paper was really good quality. But I think that is what has ended up fattening out my Stalogy quite a bit. So I switched to some really cheap paper from Amazon. First of all, I switched to Tomoe River paper. I bought a reel of Tomoe River paper, and for some reason I couldn't print on it. I bought some super cheap Amazon Basics paper. You can see the thinness. It's not quite as thin as the Stalogy paper itself. It's close though, and I've done some printing and I've already done my cutting. So I've got all of these Christmas printables here. These are like Christmas notes papers. This is a freebie printable, which is what a lot of my printables are. I tried to find as many freebie printables as I could so that you guys could go and find them. There are a few that are paid for. Let me just move this out the way so it's going to focus a bit better. So I think these are the same. It's just a double sheet. You get that one and that one. These are a freebie printable by Printable For Planners. Now this is a printable that I did buy. This is from Jasinia's Printables, and it was from a Christmas insert that she did maybe 3 years ago. It's actually sized for personal wide, but I just printed it at 110% and it will fit the pages fine. This is like I did it as a checklist. In fact, I'll show you actually how, oh God, this video is going to be 1,000 years long. I'm so sorry. If you're here for it, I'm sure you know, because this is just me, isn't it? We digress all the time. This is how I used it last year. That was actually a Christmas card that somebody sent me. That was a sticker that was sent in an itch subscription box for my dog's flea treatment. And then I just used the Josephine Bow Designs gingerbread vellum on the top, acetate on the top, and this is how I used it. It's just stick it off. It's like an advent calendar. I just stick it off when the day passes. So we've got that. Now I know that it's only September and you're probably thinking, why have you got the Christmas printables out? But that's because I'm going to do a Christmas list at the end of my book, and I'm just going to get that sorted so I can get presents and things sorted out. The next printable I've got, again, was a Jasinia's Printables bundle, and it was, I did pay for it, but it was in personal wide size and it was a few years ago. These are just some note pages. This is a printable, again, from Jasinia's Printables. This is a habit tracker. The thing that I've got is my year at a glance. This is from the Grumpy Tortoise. This time I went for the peach colourway. Last time I went for the lilac ombre. And you can see that I just mark the months off with a sticker at the top. Next up, I have got my monthlies. Now these are the freebies. These are from Printable Kate. This is also a freebie printable, if it wants to focus. This is from Printable For Planners. That's a mouthful. And again, you get the two sides. I'll link the shop. You get two sides. It's like one of those things that you can make on Canva. What do you call these? A mood board. Just thought it was a nice vibe. Probably won't use that in this video. That's probably going to be for, do you think October? Maybe September, because when we get to October I start wanting to do Halloween. Then I've got my freebie printables from Annie Plans for sleep tracking. I said I wasn't going to do this again, but actually I quite enjoy looking back at it in the book, even if it's just to look at the colours that I coloured it in with. So I am going to stick with that. And then those printables from Printable Kate, I've also sized them down. I think I sized them to 65%. And I made a smaller version for my mood tracking and for my YouTube tracking. So if I put two side by side there, I know they're not the same month, but you get the gist. You can see, if I do that, you can see the difference there as well. Let's put these to the side. I have some notes pages. These were just something that I found in that Jasinia's printable bundle. Focus. Why don't you want to focus? There you go. Just a simple notes page in case I want to use those for anything. Then I've got my order tracker, which is a Jasinia's printable. You've seen that before. And then I've printed off some pictures. I thought I'd do like a little family page. So I have got my doggies. That's Dexter. That's the doggy that's always scratching to get in when I try and lock him out. He is asleep on the floor next to me right now. He's my shadow. He goes everywhere with me. He's going, we've got a bit of a joke in this house that he is going to be the cause of my death because he is always under my feet. And I said to Chris, because I always say whatever my dogs do, this makes me sound so bad, whatever my dogs do, they never get in trouble for it, and I always just go, oh, but look how cute they are, because I let them get away with murder. I know. So I said to Chris, if he is in fact the cause of my death, I want it to say on my tombstone, the dog did it, but look how cute he is. And I'm serious as well. I just want people to laugh at that. So yeah, that's my doodles. And that is Effie. She's the one that's always digging in the corner or sneezing. And then I did a picture of me and Chris. You've seen this before in my Valentine's setup. And then I got a picture of my kiddywinks from a couple of summers ago, having an ice cream. I just thought I could do a family page. I found this that I thought would be quite nice to go on that page where the page does my head in when the paper sticks to the other paper. This was a freebie printable from, I think it's the Amber Locket Facebook group. If it is, I will link it down below. And then I have got a printable from Annie Plans. This again was personal wide size, and I have sized it up. I think I did 110%. I'm just going to write some codes on that. And then I've got the remainder of the post-it notes that were from the UKPA group. There was a lovely lady in there who put in a PDF file for these post-it notes. You could just print them on a post-it. You can see that I messed up. Is it on the back as well? There was another sheet that I messed up on. When I first printed it, because I'm so dopey, I put the paper in that way and different post-it notes on, and it printed it upside down, and you know what I'm like. Yeah, so that is everything that I have got. Oh, and I'll go through these now. I've got my pouch, and I just put some vinyls in. I don't need a name vinyl on this because I've still got my name vinyl on this. That was from Josephine Bow Designs from an advent calendar. They're not available in the shop, unfortunately. I just whinge at Joanne to make them for me every now and again. And then the other vinyls that I've got in here, we've got one from the Grumpy Tortoise. We've got a bow from Josephine Bow Designs. We have got an art from Hobby Lobby, I think that is. Robin sent that to me. We have got a Magic Castle from, I think I bought that in a D-stash. And then we've got some stickers from the Grumpy Tortoise about serial killers. Did I have all of them in? I do. I've got Let's Talk About Serial Killers, Coffee and True Crime Shows, and True Crime Junkie. Might not use all of these, but I pulled them out. I've got a super cute doggy gonky thing. They're called gonks, right? Are they still gonks if they're dogs, or do they have to be gnomes? I don't know. That's from Crafty Planning. She very kindly sent me and Paige a ton of them, so we didn't have to fight over them. I have managed to keep hold of one for my Stalogy. Paige did steal the rest. I've got this, which is from a Josephine Bow Designs advent calendar. This I bought in a D-stash, and I believe it's from Simply Gilded. I've got my 2021 vinyl. I have got a sticker with my name on it, which was very kindly sent to me by my Planning World when she was sampling her paper. And then I've got this, which says, always enjoy today, with Talks from the Heart on YouTube. That is obviously Robin's channel. That's what she says at the end of her videos. And in this Stalogy, I ended up using the back pages for fun things that people had sent me, or stickers that I just loved, or I have a little note from Joanne that just reminds me of her, so I stuck that in. Other things that were sent to me by other people, and I just popped them in there to remind me of the people that I like, and I wanted to put that one in so I could look at that and think of Robin. So I think that is it. Where do I start, guys? Where do I start? This is so exciting. I apologise now if this video is a gazillion years long. I think the first job that we need to do is to get started on the washi dashboard. So this is what I'm talking about. I did a washi dashboard in this one. No, Rach, that's the wrong way. There we go. And I used lots of Simply Gilded washes. Now, I'm not going to do it all on camera because it's going to take absolutely ages, but I will show you how I start doing it, and then I will flip back at the end and let you know how it looks when it's finished. So, some people do this on a sticker sheet, a sheet of sticker paper. You can buy A4 sticker paper and then stick it in. And especially if you use removable sticker paper, that's really handy because you can take it out and switch it out if you want to, which is a really good idea. I, however, cannot be bothered with any of that and just do it directly on the page. Now, I guess as well that I could peel it up if I wanted to and do something different if I get bored of it. I'm not going to be doing that because I can't be bothered. So I'm going to start doing it directly on the page. I've pulled some washes. I have got Simply Gilded, Harriet Wright Designs, Pink Room Co, Fox and Cactus, Harriet Wright Designs, Josephine Bow Designs Advent, and then I've got Fox and Cactus, Harriet Wright Designs, Fox and Cactus. So we've got these to work with. And yeah, I don't know what order I'm going to put them down in. I'm just going to put them down. So the way that I do it, because I just find it easier to do it this way, is just take a bit, and then I'm going to do it on the diagonal. So if I put it like that, and then I just trim as I'm going along rather than try and do a big trim at the end. I personally find it easier just to trim as I'm going along. It's up to you what you do in your book, obviously. If you're thinking that's ridiculous and it's going to take you ages, Rach, you're absolutely right. And you might be thinking, well, I wouldn't do it that way. I would do it on a separate piece of paper and stick it on, or I couldn't be bothered with that. I would just do a big trim at the end. Sure, whatever you want. But this is the way that I find easiest. Can you see there? I've cut the corner down. So I will show you one of each one so you can get the vibe of what it's going to look like. Then I'll nip off the camera and come back when it's done. I don't know what order I'm going to do them in either, which is going to make things take a little bit longer. Let's do one of these. I think I'm just going to rip them because then we cut out that hole, taking the time to pick the scissors up. I love it already. I love these washes. They are so my favourite. What shall we do next? This is going to be the thing. What's the name of a person who can't decide things? Like you're bad at making decisions. There's a word for that. What is that word? It's not a procrastinator. I am a procrastinator as well. Can't think of the word. Indecisive. I'm one of them people. Especially when it comes to planner stuff. But you know what the problem is? There's just so much pretty stuff. Sometimes I'm like, no, you make the choice for me. Tell you what, right? Speaking of you make the choice for me, what do you think about doing a plan with me where I go on Instagram stories, on the little voting thing that you can do before I film the video and get you guys to vote on everything that I use. So essentially you plan my week. You know? How do you feel about that? I thought that could be quite fun. Right, so you can see how this is starting off. If I hold it up to you, you can see we're getting some nice and neat edges. The pattern is coming together and I really love it. So I'm going to skip out now. I'm going to carry on and I'll come back in maybe halfway through and let you know how we're doing. Okay, I'm just coming back in for a second because I just wanted to show you a couple of things. Number one, I have added this washi in the middle here. It's got kind of a pink to it. I wanted to use a blue that I have in my collection, but I realised that the washi foiling was gold, and I wouldn't mind about mixing metals. However, all the other washes on here are silver or holographic, so I'm not sure if it stands out a bit too much, but I think that when there's more than one strip of it, that will work out fine. The reason I wanted to come back in though was because I've got to the point where the washi is going across the page, across the crease of the book, and I just wanted to show you how I get that to fit in nicely and to stay and not pull up and lie flat, I think. So pull myself a long enough strip off and then line it up on this side first. Now remember, this is the easiest way that I find to do it. If you're sitting there thinking you made a meal out of that, Rach, you should have done it like this, that's fine. You do it your way. I'm just trying to show you what I do, and maybe it might help a few of you guys. So then I just follow it down the line. When I get to this point here where I'm getting to the crease, I just loosely push it down. I've got a washi card, a battered washi card, and I just hold the book up a little bit like that and just push that washi into that crease there. Don't worry about this bit flapping over for now. Just make sure you've got a nice flat, really tight bit of washi in the crease there. Can you see if I hold that up? Will that be a bit more helpful? That is really pushed into the crease. And then if I just sort of tip the book up the other way and just push that along there like that, and you can see once I've cut it off, let's cut this off. There we go. I know I've not cut that side, but it's this side that I'm showing you. You can see there that now that is nice and tight into the crease. Okay, so I have got my washi dashboard done. I think you'll agree it looks beautiful. I love it so much. Now I've only done this on the front. I'm not going to do one on the back. As I mentioned, I'm just going to use this for fun stickers that I find, stickers that people send me or that remind me of my friends. So yeah, we're just doing a washi dashboard on the front, and you can see as well when I close it that it is, I hope you can see anyway, quite neat. If you take your time, you know, and trim quite nicely, you'll get quite a nice edge. Oh, not even on the camera there, you can see. So yeah, if there's any bits that annoy me that I think are not flush to the edge, I'll just go over it afterwards. Now then, the next thing that I wanted to try and do is I want to try and get this sticky pocket off here. I love this. This was sent to me by a subscriber. I think she was called Emma. And she was doing a, what did you do for me? A step tracker vinyl, I think. I didn't ask for it. It was just something I mentioned in a video that I hadn't found, and she very kindly offered to make me one, and this was in it. And I was like, oh my god, I love that. I love that so much. It was coming up because the book's got fat, so I thought, well, if you are willing to come up, I'm going to put you in my new one. And then I'm not going to stick it down with any adhesive or anything in this one, because I'm going to hope to get it out of this one that I'm sticking it in now as well, and then I'll probably use some tape to make it a little bit stronger and put it in my one for next year, and then I'll have had 2 years out of this pocket. I just think it's gorgeous. I loved it from the minute that I saw it, and obviously it's going to go perfectly with this little setup that I'm doing. Let's just try and get it relatively straight. How well that's going to stick, I don't know, but we'll see. It felt quite sticky, you know. It's on. So that will do for there for now. I love it. Let's see if you can see it really well. It's obviously holographic. Oh, that's better, isn't it? It's got my name on it and this gorgeous sort of crystal with florals. Perfect for that, isn't it? Right, next job then. Let's move on to this page. I've got one bit of washi here that does keep coming up. If it does, I'll just pop a bit of that on it, and that will solve that problem. Right, so we're on this annoying page that sort of sticks. The front page sticks to this. So not going to use this functionally or anything, but I do have a floral that I printed from a freebie in the Amber Locket group, and I'm just going to put that there, and then I think I'm going to put some acetate or vellum over the top of it, probably going to put a bit of washi. So let's take this in. So yeah, so this has been printed on that really thin paper that I told you about that I got from Amazon. I think I've already done it, but if I haven't, I will. It will be linked to my Amazon store. It's just really cheap paper. I wouldn't recommend it if you're printing anything important that you're going to use, you know, just as a loose leaf, because it's quite see-through. I mean, you can see that. But for sticking on the back of my Stalogy, on my Stalogy pages, sorry, it's nice and thin, nice and lightweight, and I don't think it's going to bulk up my Stalogy as much as the thick paper that I was using in my last one. If you're looking for a thick paper, like I said, the Navigator paper off Amazon is quite good, quite affordable, quite thick, and that's what I like to use when I'm doing inserts if I'm in a ring bound planner. That's stuck all over me. But yeah, for this, I need a thinner paper. So are we the right way? Okay, now I could stick it there, but I think I'm going to stick it here. And I'm going to go in as far as I can into the corner as well, because, into the crease, when I close the book, I don't want the image to stick out. What washi shall I use with this? I think we should probably use a floral, and I have got this one, which is a Simply Gilded one. It's got a slight bit of gold foiling on it, which is nice. So just a little bit for some decoration. And then I am going to tip in some acetate as well, I think. Just because I want to. So let's just put that bit of washi down there. I feel like cutting washi like this and sort of bordering pictures has become like my signature move. Not that I'm the only person ever that has ever done this, and I definitely didn't invent this, but I feel like I do it all the time. It's just kind of my go-to. It just adds a little bit of something extra to the page. I like that. I like that a lot. Right, so what washi, what vellum or acetate? So I did go through my collection and pull some bits and pieces out. I've got this one which got my name on it. Oh, I kind of like that already. This was from Paper K. It wasn't sold. It was just something that Zoe made me when I was on the PR team. It's my last little bit of it. In fact, did I use it? Now I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking, yeah, I did. That's exactly what I did on this one. On that exact page, I used it here with that behind it. Are we going to go again? Well, that's a possible. That's a possible. Let's have a look what I've got in my collection. I've got all sorts in here. I have got some candy stripe. The thing is how much you can see it behind. Sometimes I think I would be better with an acetate rather than a vellum. But we'll see. That's kind of sweet. I don't think I want gold. I think this is more of a Christmas one. I'm going to use some of that on my Christmas bit. I've got this, but it doesn't really go because it's not really a galaxy theme thing behind it. We've got some... can you hear that fly? Oh my god, it's so annoying. Oh, what about this? So I've got some white... Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, maybe we'll go with this, I think. I feel like that's nice and delicate and it would work well. Alright, so I've cut my piece down. Now I've cut it slightly smaller than the page, and the reason being, because this is that funny page, I'm going to tip it in there, and I think that when I close the book, it's going to end up... Can you see? Oh, you can't see because I'm closing it. I don't want it to stick out. That's why I've done that. I've got my corner rounder, which is new. I got this from Hobbycraft. Never used it before, so we'll give it a go. I think I just put it in the corners. I bought it because I needed to put an order up for minimum spend. Oh, that's good. I normally just do it by hand, which is fine, but if I can have a fancy little thing that does it for me, then I'm gonna. Right, let's get rid of the scraps off there. So now let's tip this in. So we're going to take the piece of tape and we are going to use this washi card to wrap it round like that, so that the sticky edge is nice and taut against the edge of the washi card. Now then, if we push in the piece of vellum or acetate that you are wanting to tip in and get it in as snug as you can, and then just push that right into the crease. So I've got the washi card here with the tape on it, and we're just pushing it right into the crease like that, and then just push the washi card that way to stick that edge, push the washi card that way to stick that edge. Yeah, it's simple enough. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. I feel like I'm all fingers and thumbs when I do it, but I'm not as bad as I used to be if you watch me do it in some of my older videos. Just wrapping the tape around the washi card. Try and get it relatively straight on there if you can. And then at the bottom edge, push it as deep into the crease as you can get it. Like that. So we're done on this side. And then I'm just going to put, so I've got the bottom and the top there, and I'm just going to put one in the middle on the back side just to keep it on a little bit more securely. It depends on how much you're using your Stalogy. If you're chucking it around in your bag, you might find that some of these pages do come loose, but for the most part, I think I probably tipped in about 10 or 15 things into my old Stalogy, and I think only one of them came loose at one point, and I just put another bit of tape on it. It's easy sorted. So yeah, so there we go, we have got that tipped in there. I think what I will do at some point is probably stick something on there. I might even just do stickers or something just to cover up this colour. I don't like this colour, but so we've got that page there. So moving on to the next page then, I think this is going to be my year at a glance. So like I said, I haven't put post-it notes in here to mark what I want the pages to be. What I'm doing is I'm just referring back into my Stalogy just to see what I'd done in this one. So on this page we've got my year at a glance. I did have my word of the year there, but I don't have that printed out again, so I'm not sure what I'm going to put on that page. So my year at a glance is my sticker from the Grumpy Tortoise. We all know how much I love full page stickers. So yes, so are we going to give this a go? Last time I did one of these in my Hobonichi, somebody said to do it the opposite way. So do it, peel it that way and go. I just feel like I can't. I feel like it's not going to work. Like, yeah, hang on a minute. How central do we want it? Right, so if I get this bit down on here as straight as I can, and then I'm just going to do the push, and so if I push this over here as I pull the backing up off the back, if I do it really, really slowly and really, really carefully, we should hopefully be okay. I feel like I can't breathe. Imagine if this is too high up and it goes off the page now. There will be tears. No, I think we're good. Okay, so it's nice and flat from this side. Are we ready to turn it over and see what we're like on the other side? We're good. Perfect. Those ones seems to go on really, really nicely. So we've got that year at a glance page. Last time I stuck like a sticker here and I quite liked that. So I'm going to have a look and see what I've got in my collection. In fact, actually, I've got some in here, haven't I? Is there anything in here that I want to use? Let's have a look. Is that empty now? That's empty now. Do I have anything in here that I want to use? One of those will go quite nicely on it, won't they? These are just like seals from Simply Gilded. I bought them in a D-stash. I've actually got them in a couple of other foil colours as well. Oh, they're not cut very well. Okay. I just feel like the colour of it goes really well with the colour on the page. There we go. Oh, I like that. Right, so this page, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find that word of the year again. I'm sure that I've got that graphic on my phone somewhere. So next up in here is my forward log. I'll show you what I mean. So we've got this here. Obviously I'm on this page. A lot of things have been rescheduled. I was supposed to be going to see Anne-Marie on the 25th and I'm not going now, so I'm really sad about that. So yeah, which way am I gonna do it? Maybe I'll just do one page of it, because obviously I'm only going to be in here for 4 months. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll just do one page of forward log. I'll do, so I'm going to be in here from September. So if I do October, November, December, and then maybe I'll leave a bit of a space at the bottom and not put a month on it, and if anything else comes up for next year, I can do that. I just don't think I need 2 pages because I'm not going to be in here for that long. So I don't want to waste any pages if I don't have to. I'm just going to pull some washi out so that I can just do a little bit of decoration on the top. I'm going to go for this one, which I recently bought in a D-stash. I'm just going to put a bit of washi over the top, and I want to put a tab on this page as well, just so I can refer back to it quickly every month. I do mark it with this as well, which was a sticker sheet that I got from somewhere, but I really liked it, so I laminated it and I use it as a bookmark. Can't remember where that's from. I'll have to remember, because I quite like that, and I remember that I quite liked the stuff that I bought in the shop as well. I bought some mystical themed die cuts, if I can remember. Setting up a new Stalogy is exciting, but also quite nerve-wracking. I feel like there's a lot of pressure when you open a new notebook and it's all fresh and clean. And then I just get terrified of ruining it, you know? I get terrified of doing something wrong, which is so stupid because it's just paper. It is just a book of paper at the end of the day. But don't we put so much pressure on ourselves? Okay, so that is just a bit of deco at the top there, just to give the page a little bit of something. So if I just quickly count, how did I do this last time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so I've very quickly just gone in and drawn the lines down there. I just had 31 and I divided it by 3, which was like 10.3 or something, and I just loosely measured that out. So where are my tweezers? I feel like I've not had my tweezers out all video yet. Where are they at? Right, here we go. And in here I do have some monthly scripts, which I'll just get into. So yeah, I decided that I'm just going to do, so we're going to be starting in September in here, so I don't need to do a forward login for September, so we'll just start with October. And then November. These are just from a Happy Planner book from a while ago. I bought them in a D-stash, but I couldn't tell you which book they are from. And then December. And then we'll do January over here, will we? Do I have a January? I don't have a January sticker. How annoying. Am I being stupid? I don't have January. I've used January. Never mind, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. So yeah, then this page I can just use for anything that I'm going to put on for my next book. So anything that's going to happen in 2022. Maybe I can use that for a remember or something. Do I have a remember that I can put up there? I have a to-do. I'll put a to-do, and this can be for any to-dos that are going to be for next year maybe. Shall I put it in the little one? I'll put it in the little one, and then this can be for any plans that come up for 2022. So that's my forward log done. I do want to put a tab on it. Let's have a look what tabs I've got. Oh, I have some new tabs here. I got sent these. Those of you that are in the UKPA group will know Becca. I'm not sure if she's going to be selling these at some point, but she asked me if I would try them out to see what I thought of them. There's some gorgeous colours here. Haven't used any yet in my other Stalogy because I knew I wasn't going to be in it for much longer and I didn't want to waste one. I've got no colours that are going to go with this spread, but I will use one further down in the book. I have this one tab left from Happy Scrappy. We might as well get this used. Where do I want to put this? If I put it on that page, it's not quite the right colour. If I put it on here, then it's going to go. Okay, there we go. First tab of the Stalogy. I love it. I love making my Stalogy all fat and tabby. Absolutely love it. Right, so next page in here after my forward log. So we went straight into December. So what I'm going to do now then is I'm going to have a look in the back of the book. Is that really all I had in the front? Just my forward log and my my year at a glance. It definitely is. Right, so let's tip something in over this page because I enjoyed it when I did that last time. So let's find, maybe I'll use my Rachel one. So I found my name vellum that I got from Paper Kate. I'm just going to tip this in again using the same method as before. Okay, so we've got that all secured in using the same method as before. So it looks like this was the last page that I had in the front of my Stalogy. So we're going to move into the back page. And we have got these horrible coloured brown pages that I hate, or grey pages should I say, that I hate. And in my last Stalogy I showed you that I used them just for putting stickers down that I loved. So I'm going to start with, I'm not going to put a lot down, I'm just going to put him down because I think he's cute. And where is my... and this one, because that makes me think of Robin. So let's put this one down at the bottom. I do this in my Hobonichi as well, just put things down that I love. Because why would you know? I'm going to open this planner all the time. And I always flip to the back because I have like my bills and stuff in there. So I might not show that section of that planner too often on camera, but it is definitely a section that I use quite often, you know, when it's tucked in, and then I tuck my bills in there as well. Let's get this little guy down. Where should we put him? He's going to make me chuckle because he's going to make me think of Paige because she loves them and we fight over these stickers. So he can go in there. That's all I'm going to do on that page for now. Right then, we've got another one of those stupid pages that sticks to the back. In the back of this one, was that my pen test page? Oh no, I've got some important emails on there that I cannot show, so I'm not going to sort that page out now. This was my pen test page. This was my pen test page. So I'm just going to do what I did in that book, and I'm just going to mark it with some washi, any old washi. Let's use some of this. I'm currently without my beloved friction pen at the moment. It actually ended up running out in the middle of my last video, I think it was, and I haven't yet replaced it. I thought if I don't replace it straight away, if I'm slow to replace it, maybe it will push me into using some of the other pens that I've bought. And then... yeah, this is just my pen test page. So what have I got here? My Zebra Sarossa 0.7. So let's just, I mean, I did it in my last one, so I do know how this one works in this book on this paper. 0.7. But I feel if I write that on it, then I know what that page is for. Next to it, I had a page that I used when I was working out my giveaway, so I don't need that anymore. I'm going to turn this over in a minute. Let's just let that ink dry. On the page after that, I actually had a page where I marked shows that I wanted to watch on my True Crime Brewery podcast that I have listened to. I am going to do that again because I really enjoy listening to those true crime podcasts. And I do want to mark it again. So what washi do I have that I can put down on there? I feel like it needs to be a dark one, because all the podcasts that I listen to are dark and about murder. So we'll use a bit of this, I think. This is the only thing about having a bound book, is that you have to move over some of the things that you've got, and particularly because I'm only going to be in here for 4 months, I'm going to feel like that I'm doing this again in a very short space of time, but that's okay, I don't mind. If it's the... I was going to say the sacrifice. If it's the thing that I have to do so that I can enjoy using this book, then that's what I'll do. So I've just got these stickers from Little Thought Store, and there is one here that is an iPod type one. I'm going to put that here. I'm not going to write on it this time, True Crime Brewery, because I'm going to know what that's for. So I'm going to leave that there. Am I going to do a shows that I want to watch? Yeah, I will still do a shows that I want to watch, I think. I didn't use the same washi last time. I don't know why. I am going to do this time. I feel like it's going to match up a bit better. if we do this on here, and then let's just trim that down. And then maybe I've got a TV sticker that I can use. Let me have a look in here. I feel like it needs to be something that's going to be a bit bigger than your average sticker. Maybe I will leave this. Oh, what about these? No, I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to maybe find a sticker online and purchase that. I'll have a look and see if anybody's got any big TV stickers. Right, so we've got those pages sorted out. And then after that, we were on to, oh, my Formula One calendar. My Formula One calendar. I do need that in, but I'm not going to put it in yet because one of the races has got cancelled. Was it the China race? Or was it the Japan race? One of the races is being cancelled and is to be confirmed. And I know that as soon as I stick down in here that calendar, they're going to change that. So then the next thing after that is my Christmas pages. Now then, I have got printables for this. You saw me use them last year and you saw me at the beginning of the video flip them. But I don't know how many I want to put in. How many did I put in last year? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to need that many this time. I think I'm going to do 4. I'm going to do 4 pages, then my advent. Alright, so I've stuck in 4 of these pages and I need to move on to the next page to put down the advent calendar. Now what I did last year, I'll show you, is I put it on the right side and on the left side I just used a sticker that I had. This was the front of a Christmas card and I made a bit of decoration. It was a bit pointless really. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put it on, oh am I though, because then where is the, yeah that's fine. I'm going to put it on this side and I'm going to have 1 extra page of this and then I'll have my acetate in between. So the acetate won't be over the top of this, or do I want to do it that way and have a page for notes here? Oh, I don't know, because I like the acetate being over the top of this. I want the acetate over the top of this, so let's do it that way. See, this is the thing when you set up on camera, you get to see all the ums and ahs about what I'm doing, all the indecisiveness, the thought process. Yeah, I might leave the other side and see if I end up getting a nice Christmas card that I want to put over there again, or a Christmas image. Maybe I can do that. So we have got, put the book the right way. Did you see that was such a near miss? I've never done that yet. I've never yet stuck something in my Stalogy upside down. I don't know what the solution to that would be if I did it with this, because this does not come up. So we've got that there. I feel like it needs a bit of washi or something. I don't actually have any Christmas washi. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I've got some washi cards. And I'm sure, here we go. There are Christmas ones. Oh, but they're not pastel. But I can use that one. What are these ones here? Yeah, they're not Christmas. Let's use this one. I feel like we can use a bit of this one just at the top, just to give it a bit of something. And also I need to stick a Christmas tab on. Let's stick a Christmas tab on first, because then I can cover the end of it with the washi. So I got these tabs last year. These are from Mrs. Brimbles, I think. Yeah. Last year I used the snowman one. I've got a couple of snow globes, or I've just got general tabs. These are going to stick out way far unless I had to put them underneath, which I have not done. Unless I stick it there like that. How far over on the other side does it come over if I do that? I feel like we can do that. Shall I use this one? I'm going to use the one that has got the little reindeer in. Don't think it's Rudolph because he's not got a red nose. Now these are not already stuck with adhesive, so you do have to put your own adhesive on. So I'll just pop that there like that, and then we'll fold it on this side. So that is going to get me to my Christmas pages. Wow, it does stick out quite far. Also, that is annoying me. Let's just straighten that off. That's better. Perfect. Right, okay. The one that I had in last year stuck out quite far as well. I'll show you. Last year I used, you can see him down there, the little snowman. Made it easy to get to, so that's fine. Right then, so the next job is to put the acetate down. And I think last year I used the Josephine Bow Designs one. I used the gingerbread one. I do have this, but it's too busy. I'm going to save that for December's monthly. This one is from, I think it's the Starlight collection from Josephine Bow Designs. It's usually the kit that I end up using for New Year's Eve, so we're going to go with that one. So I'm going to leave this page blank then, and I'm just going to see what happens nearer to the time. Maybe I'll get a Christmas picture that I think is cute and I can stick it on there. But I've tipped in my acetate now, and I think that looks absolutely gorgeous. I did want to put a little bit of the Christmas washi over there, so I'm going to do that one. Not quite sure where this one is from, but it's a really thick white washi with some snowflakes on it. It's just perfect, so we'll just use a bit of that if I'm not going to cut that weird. My table is a bomb site, guys. I'm sure that you can imagine everything's falling all over the place. We'll just put a bit of that on there, just for a bit of something. There we go. I love that. That's so cute. Right, so that's my Christmas section sorted out. I'm going to leave that page there like that. So moving on in my other Stalogy, I had a page where I actually put down, this was for when I was playing Dead by Daylight, and I put down a tip. I put one thing. I had intended to write down tips for the game to help me play better, and I just realised that I'm rubbish and there are no tips that are ever going to help me. And then this one was for when me and Paige were playing Minecraft, but again I didn't end up writing on it, so I'm not bringing those forward to my new planner. Next up, I can't share with you, I've got some pages for my PR team expectations. So what I think I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it off camera, is I'm going to use these and just mark down bits and pieces for the PR teams. Am I going to do it off camera? I could stick them down and decorate them and then write them off camera. No, I'm going to write them off camera and then stick them in. So how many pages do I want to leave myself for that? 1, 2, what have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I leave 4 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move on to this page here. So on this page here, I don't sort of take it very seriously, as you know. I'm trying to just find something to cover the other PR page so I don't have to show you. But I just put down sort of a loose schedule of what I do on my channel. I am going to do it again because I think it looks cute, and it kind of reminds me roughly what I'm supposed to be posting on what day. Looks like I used a page flag up at the top, so we'll go for another page flag. We'll use this cute one with a bow. I think this is from a Happy Sherpa papery kit. Looks like it might be the one from the Bloom kit. I just popped that up the top there like that. Should we zoom in a little bit? Would that be better for you? And then I used a sticker from Papershire just to mark that it was my YouTube schedule. Do I have any more of those left? I think I do. I've got one there. And then at the bottom I just stripped some washi. Let's use this washi from Simply Gilded. This is just one that came out of a sub box a while ago. You can see this is well used now. One of my favourite ones. It's a shame that I'm not going to be able to pick that up again. And then I used some date covers just to mark the days of the week, so we can do that again. Let's see what I've got in here. What do I fancy? I mean, those straight away on the top are going to go, but the only thing is I used ones that didn't have much of a gap, so it didn't look daft that there was dates missing, because obviously I'm not going to be writing dates on these. I used the ones that were next to this, so I'm just going to go with that one, and then it's going to look pretty much the same. I dropped all of those on the floor then. So yeah, let's just do that. Is that going to be enough space? That is going to be enough space. I'm not going to write on this yet because I might just have a think about what I've been doing on what days. Something else that I'd been thinking about adding into my Stalogy, I'm not going to do it in this one, but I'm going to think about it for the new year, is a page for my YouTube stats. My YouTube stats are not something that I pay particular attention to, which I know is maybe a bit odd. Robin tells me off for it. She tells me that I should. I need to find the balance. My problem is that I don't want to become obsessed with the numbers. I do this because I enjoy it and I like it. I don't want to become obsessed with the numbers, you know, and people unsubscribing and, oh my god, I lost 10 followers yesterday but I got 5 today. I don't want to end up getting obsessed with it, but I think I can also not be bothered enough, you know, and I think that's where I am right now, not bothered enough. So I need to find the balance is what I'm saying. So on the next page I just had something, I was planning my 2,000 subscriber giveaway, but I'm rubbish and I haven't. We will have a new giveaway though, I will do one. I just had a thank you note from somebody who sent me some gorgeous clips for me and Paige. On the next page is my holiday page. So this page, can I show you? Do I want to show you that? I won't show you the reference number at the bottom. I cover it with my finger. But yeah, I'm just writing down payments that I'm making and jobs that I've got to do. I need to find somebody to have my dogs on the 28th of May because that is the one day that my dog lady is not available to have them. So I need somebody to have them on the 28th and then take them to my dog lady on the 29th, and then she has them for the rest of the week. I could find somebody else to have. I'm talking about a professional person. I'm not just talking about just any old person from anywhere, obviously. I could find another dog sitter. I won't put them in kennels. I don't like kennels. If you put your dogs in kennels, fine, whatever you want, you do you. But that's not for me. Yeah, I could find another person that would dog sit them for the whole of the thing, but they love Ingrid, the lady that has them. She is a lady who we met on the park when Dexter was a baby, and her dog Mo and Dexter used to play together, and then we got Effie and she sort of played with him. Effie's a bit of a funny dog. She doesn't play. We laugh. We call her the dog that doesn't know how to play because she kind of doesn't know how to play. She's more of a cuddler. So yeah, Dexter remembers Ingrid. She unfortunately lost Mo. He was a Rottweiler and he was the softest, sweetest little thing that you could ever meet. He was such a good boy. 10 out of 10 good boy he was. Yeah, and she lost him unfortunately. And she said that she couldn't bear to replace him because she couldn't go through that heartache again. So she started looking after other people's dogs when they went on holiday. And I trust her with Dexter and Effie, so that's where they're going. So I wanted to do over here. Where's my scripts gone? Use one that goes with the colour scheme. These are just from a Happy Planner book. Again, I tend to buy the sheets in the D-Stash group when they come up. Some people buy the Happy Planner sticker books and don't want all the sheets in them, so they rip them out. I'm going to put my reference number down there, but obviously I'm not going to do that on camera. And I'm going to write my payments in there. So let's do that now. So we're going to Bulgaria. And we're going in May 2022. We've been before. We're not going to the same place, but we have been before and we liked it. Okay, so I've pulled back out the tabs that Becca sent me, and I do think that in here somewhere there were some mermaid ones. I'm imagining it. Here we go. And I think that I can use one of these. I'm going to use one of these ones here, I think. And we'll use this to mark my holiday pages. There we go. That is marking my holiday pages. So next up then, my next page is Jensen's birthday and a school uniform list, which I no longer need. After that, we had a new Stalogy shopping list, which I obviously no longer need. And then that is it. That takes me to, I've got a post-it note and a post-it note that I can't show on camera, but I don't need those pages. They were just private things that I just stuck on there. So yeah, I think we're done. I did remember though that I did print out some pictures. Where are my pictures? I printed out some pictures of my doggies, first of all. Maybe I could have a page for them. And I did print out some pictures of me and Chris and, oh, hang on a minute, now I'm finding more things. I want a shop code page. I've got 2 pages here for shop codes. I'm going to put those down. And the rest of them are notes ones. And I'm going to put them in the front as well here. So I know where they are. My tape roller that I'm using is the one that is linked to my Amazon favourites. It's just my Kenro adhesive tape runner one. And I really like it. You guys know that I have tried quite a few tape runners. I'm not the best with tape runners. I don't have the best luck with them. I don't know why. But this is the one that I get on the best with. So it's the one that I continue to use. For this page, I'm just going to do a little bit of decoration. We're just going to do some washi. Let me see what I've got. What colour shall I use? I am going to go with this one from Simply Gilded. And we're just going to run it down the side of the page. Because why not? There we go. Just gives it a bit of something. Just gives it a little bit of something. Do I have an icon that says buy more stickers? Let's have a look in my sticker book. Sticker shopping, that would work. Organise stickers. Yeah, let's go with sticker shopping because that's what these codes are going to be. They're not going to be codes for anything else. They're just going to be sticker shops. You don't tend to find PR codes anywhere else, do you? I think having PR girls is pretty exclusive to the sticker community, I think. Sticker shopping, perfect. Okay, and then, so let's tuck her in my cover. My cover, like I said, is a jelly cover from Lauren Phelps Designs. And we're just going to put her in here. Preferably the correct way. So this is a half year Stalogy and I previously had a full year Stalogy in here. Now obviously it is going to fit because they're the same height and width, but what I'm thinking is that in? That's in. Is it going to be a bit loose because obviously it's not as thick? I know as time goes on that will fatten up and that problem won't happen as much. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure anyway. It might not. It might be all right. Let's just get this in here carefully so it's not pulling the washi up. It's pulling that bit of washi up there. If I can, there we go. Yeah, you can see that there's a bit of a gap here and that's because the spine is not as thick. Can you see that? But once she chunks up a bit, I think that that will sort itself out. I'm really not too bothered about that at all. I'm not going to lose any sleep about that. If I push it up a little bit, does that make any sort of difference? Yeah, you can see it makes it sort of a bit bunchy here, but that's fine. So the cover, I couldn't decide whether or not I was going to use it in here or whether I was going to use my Moterm. I'm going to give it a go in here. Now last time what I was doing was threading the strings through there and it was sort of making this buckle up a bit. As you can see, it didn't rip it. I thought it might split it. It didn't. But this time I think I'm just going to put the strings straight through the book. So let's give that a go. Am I going to put both in or just one? If I put it there. So remember, this will chunk up. It's looking a bit sort of, oh, that is really quite loose, isn't it? It's a bit loose at the moment. What shall I do? Shall I try it in my Moterm? Let me try it in my Moterm and see how that turns out. So I've actually managed to get it into my Moterm and it looks like a much better fit. I think you'll agree. I've managed to get it in the jelly cover, which I did when I was using my black Moterm. I've seen a few people struggle with getting it in. It is a bit of a tight fix and you do need to persevere with it. If you just very carefully sort of do it a bit at that side and then a bit at that side, it does go in and it is worth persevering, I think, if you ask me. So yeah, that is in there. So change of plan then. We're not using the Simply Gilded TN. So what I've done is I've just pulled out my box of die cuts. I have also pulled out my box of clips, which are all stuck to each other because there's magnetic ones in here. And I guess we're just going to see what I pull out to decorate. I think maybe I want to put Wiggle and Poppy in there. So my name's going to be sticking out, which is super cute. If I want to see them, I can pull them out and pop that in there. I don't want to make this too, like, I love Wiggle, I love him so much, but I don't want to have too much and for him to just be everywhere. My dog is digging again. I guess we're going to be going with like a pastel colour theme. I don't think, what do you think about that? That's too dark. That's better for when I'm in my black Stalogy. What about this clip? This clip was gifted to me by my planning world. What do you think about that? If it's up high, is it going to be too sticky outy? Can I actually clip it on? Well, I can't clip it too far because of the, but then that's backwards, isn't it? And we don't want to do it that way. What about if I clip it down here and then it just covers the top? Let's go with that there for now. What else do I have? Oh, this is cute. Too big, too big. Let's just keep looking through here and see what I've got. I have a ton of stuff in here, an absolute ton of stuff. That was something that my friend sent me. That's quite cute. Let's just pull a load of stuff out and then I'll just go with whatever that I feel like. That's my botanical rose that Zoe from Paper K drew me. I think that was a freebie as well. Oh, where's that from? That's, I feel like Beth sent me that. Right, I'm just pulling a ton of stuff out now. I've got far too much stuff. What's in here? Oh, oh, okay. So, let me dump all of that back in there off the camera, and then we're not looking at all of that as well. Right, okay, so let's have a look then. What have I pulled out here? And we'll just see if we can make it work. Let me just get that washi. I always keep a roll of washi that I don't particularly like because I like to use it for sticking with. And the one that I've got at the moment is this one. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I did try to de-stash it so that somebody else could enjoy it, but nobody wanted it. So I thought, right, well, I will just keep that, and that can be my, ooh. Yeah, that can be my, I'm just going to use that for sticking washi. What are we thinking about this? If we put that, no, that was good where it was, wasn't it? Right, let's definitely stick Dot the Bear down. She is definitely going there. Where did I put it? Did I put it in there? I put it in there, did I? Did I? Does anybody know what I'm doing? Hello? I do like that, but I'm going to need something else underneath it as well, aren't I? Because we've got a bit gappy, and I don't know how I feel about this bow. I do like this bow. It's very pretty, but I don't know if it's meant for this planner like this. So we'll see how I feel about that in a minute. But I do love these Stargazer stars from Josephine Bow Designs. This one was the advent calendar version, and I do like that with my name on in the bottom there, so we will go with that. What else do I have? If I move this clip out, then I can put my nap time girl up here. She can go. Or I feel like this is cute as well. Coffee. These I'm going to have for my inside bit. What have I got left? Let's have a little character up here. You're cute. Let's have a you. I'm going to use that bow somewhere else, I think. And maybe I've got a smaller bow that I can use in here. Effie, stop digging. Somebody said to me that maybe she's doing that because her nails need cutting. They don't need cutting. She gets the groomer coming to her every 6 weeks. Just a habit that she does. She just digs on the spot. I think she does it to make comfy. She digs on the spot and then sleeps there. So I think she's just making comfy. Let's put these in. These two are both from Happy Scrappy. They're from the, I think it was the Blossom, Cherry Blossom box. See, I like that, but I feel like there's not enough stuff here. what clips do I have? I've got Wiggle. I've got a pink bow. Will this pink bow go in here? What about if what about that? That's kind of cute, right? That's too much. I think that was from Dotty Moo, and I think these ones and the one that I just had in my planner, in fact it's in my planner, it's stuck in. These ones are the ones that were sent to me by one of my subscribers. What about you? Can you go up here? No, because you're going to get squished. I think maybe I'm going to leave it like that. That's quite cute. So let's move on to the inside then. Now I've still got all of the things that were inside of this pocket here, because I think I'm just going to put them back. That was another one that was sent to me by a subscriber, but I think I'm going to switch it out for that one because I feel like it's a better fit. I've also got my ollie clip, which is making everything stick together, and I am going to put my ollie clip back down. I don't use ollie clips functionally, I just use them for decoration because I want to. Why not? So let me put that back in there. That was there. Was that there or was that in there? Maybe that might have been in there. Let's tuck that in there for now. That's just a sticker pouch that's from 15 Prill. It's got a few samplers in it. This was definitely in here. And then I've got my freebies that I keep in here. So these are all laminated. Those of you who've been here for a while know that if I PR for a shop and I get a freebie, I always laminate one for a memory, just because I think it's fun. I have a packet full of them all, and I've got pictures of my kiddie winks that are there. That can go back where that was. And then let's put the clip on. There's nothing on the other side to be getting ruined, so we can do that. And then I had these in here already, but I really do like them. And I feel like they go with the vibe of the planner as well now. I've got all Galaxy stuff. So they can go in there like that. And then, is that all that I've got to decorate? I've still got this, which I've just dropped. And this was marking my forward log. And I quite like how the dog sticks out the top. So I might leave that in because that's kind of cute. I have to move them though so that they can both be. I made him run across the top of the page. Doop 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 doop. Oh dear. I've been filming this video for a long time, guys. I think I've lost the plot. Right then, I think, you know, I think we might be done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the video. I will probably play around inside of it, fill in a couple more things, maybe think of a few more pages that I want to add. And then when we come to my next plan with me, or my first plan with me in here, which will be my September setup, if I've made any changes, I will show you them in there. But I think this video is already going to be a gazillion years long. So let's flip through and see how we ended up. So we are in my pink Motorhome cover, which I was super lucky to get hold of. Someone was selling this in the D-Test group for £10. I got hold of this for £10. I've got my pockets, which I absolutely love. I need to put all my bills and stuff in the big back pocket at the back. I always realise how much I love a big back pocket when I get back in a motorhome. So we've got my opening covers there, which I just think they're dreamy. I love them so much. I'm so glad that I managed to salvage this pocket. I am going to take it into my next Stalogy as well, but I'll probably need to put a bit of tape on the back. If you're the subscriber that sent me this, comment down below and let me know that you've seen that I'm using it again. I love this pocket so much. I am going to use it as many times as I can get away with. Until it's no good anymore. But thank you. That was me saying thank you, by the way. Thank you so much for sending me that. I really love it. Yeah, so I've got my bits and pieces in there. Then we have got this piece of vellum that was from Handmade by Helen Richardson, which I think just looks gorgeous over that. That was a freebie from the Amber Locket. I need to print out my word of the year again, which I do still have on my phone. I forgot to print it, but I will do it. Got my vellum taking me to my monthly view. Then we are into my forward log. And then we are into my shop codes, and then that is going to take us when we do it into September. And then in the back of the book, I have just got a couple of stickers. I'm going to find a few more things. Let's stick a few more stickers down. I didn't do any true crime ones. I did want to stick Let's stick a true crime one down, because I just feel like it's me. So we've stuck that down there. So things like when I get an order from a shop and it's got a sticker seal on the back of it and I can save it, just that type of thing. It's just somewhere to put a sticker down that I want to put down. You know, sometimes you have a sticker and you think, I don't know where I'm going to put that. It goes on here. And then this page had a few post-it notes on with private numbers and my Wi-Fi password on. I will stick those back on after the video. We have got my pen test page, blank page there. Then we are into my podcast recommendations, or what I have listened to on my podcast. This one was for TV shows that I want to watch. In here is going to go my Formula 1 calendar, but I've not put it down yet because they've cancelled a race and I'm going to need to find out what that race is first before I stick that on, because no doubt I will stick it in and they will change it again. Then I've got my Christmas pages. This is going to be what I'm buying people for Christmas. I moved that tab down a bit, as you can see. When I was closing the book, it was bashing against the pen loop and annoying me, so I did manage to move that down. But this is my advent calendar with my beautiful acetate from Josephine Bow Designs. This page is going to be maybe Christmas stickers, or I don't know, just something. We'll figure that out. Then I left these pages because these are going to be for my PR teams and things like that. This is going to be my YouTube schedule. And I've got my holiday page that's helping me plan my holiday. So yeah, my Stalogy is looking good. It's looking like I'm getting ready to use it. I've only got 2 weeks in my other Stalogy, so you will very soon be seeing me setting up September in here. But that is finally, after the longest video ever, gonna be it from me. If you like this video, if you can give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I love you forever, and I'll see you soon. Bye.